I think one of the things I love being an Affirm facilitator is that I often imagine myself in the role of the youth. So I wish I had the chance of being in a group like Affirm when I was younger. And I think it would have been very valuable to have this structured way of building skills, but also identifying some of the ways that my own negative thinking could impede my own, I think, accomplishment of goals. So I think that itself is very empowering. And also being around other people who share similar characteristics as me, I think, is very powerful. Um, I also like the fact that nothing like it really exists. Most of my time as a facilitator in LGBTQ youth spaces have been with very casual, very drop-in spaces. And those are great because they offer a sense of familiarity and community. But I think I am someone who really benefit from having a sense of structure and having activities. And I think those things really help me just come out of my shell and sort of learn to relate with others and learn that the problems I'm experiencing are not my fault and that a lot of people have similar struggles. And I think that creates a sense of relief. I see how important the role of social support plays in participants' lives. Some of the participants in Affirm have been or are they are quite isolated. And again, having grown up as, a queer and trans youth, I can see myself in that, and I see how that can really play an impact on youth's mental health. And I think there is a moment in every youth in their participation in Affirm when they realize how important it is to have supportive people in their lives. And I think Affirm, as an 8-week program, sort of offers a taste of what positive social support could look like and could feel like. And I think it is a moment of revelation for some of the youth. Many of them know that it's important and they come in with those social networks. But I think Affirm does solidify that idea for them. And it does for me too. Like each time I run Affirm, I realize the importance of supportive social networks. So I think that's one thing I've noticed most about the participants is no matter how isolated they are, they have made the commitment to be in the group, and that itself it's a big sign of resilience. There is some hesitation about the CPT piece at first. Not all youth express their hesitation, but I can sense it, and I think it's legitimate. But I think once we start talking about minority stress, that's when youth really grasp the idea of the importance of learning this model. Because I think people are they're not inherently against the idea of CPT. It's the idea that, it's their own fault. And I think the idea of minority stress, when we teach it to the youth, they understand that it's not, these ideas, these negative thoughts don't come from thin air. Like these are all ideas that we inherit from either our family or our peers or our school system sometimes and society at large. So I find that there's also often a circle that happens with Affirm where day one, we'll talk about minority stress. And then youth are like, okay, this makes sense. And then week 8, we're talking again about minority stress. And they're like, oh, that's where it came from. This is why I think like this. This is why I feel like this. This is why I'm socially isolated. And in order to challenge all that, really have to start with understanding kind of systemic oppression. So I think there is an empowering element in that. And I think youth appreciate that and they have important things to talk about.